Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Canada 3, United States 2 in the 2025 Four Nations Face-Off Final. Canada wins. They have won the Four Nations Face-Off. They have won a trophy. Same way they did in 2010. They did lose to the U.S. in the prelim round, in the group stage. When it came to the final, when it came to the game that mattered, Canada won golden goal. Not Sid the Kid this time. It was Connor McDavid. You could say the new firebrand of Canadian hockey, replacing Sid. Connor McDavid takes that torch. And Sid's still kicking, but Connor McDavid, what a goal at the end. But we'll get there, we'll get there. United States, they played a tough game. Up and down the ice, punch for punch, this game was back and forth. It deserved to go to overtime. It deserved to take almost 10 minutes to find a winning goal in overtime. But in the end, Canada got it against the run of play. But again, let's talk about the first goals before we talk about overtime. First period, 2 goals, 1 per team. Canada opened the scoring like they did in Montreal. This time, Reinhart plays it to Harley, who plays it to Nathan MacKinnon, Nathan MacKinnon snakes his way to the center of the ice. And there's 3-4 guys screening Connor Hellebuyck. That puck was screened to hell and back. Pun probably intended. And that puck goes top bins, over the shoulder, top Ched, over Hellebuyck. 4:48 into the first period. An early strike from Canada. 1-0. And they have the early lead, just like they did in Montreal. Now, this game seemed to start to go down that same path when 16:52 into the first period, Austin Matthews has the puck. The puck rings around the back of the net. Matthews plays it back to Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk smacks it home to make it 1-1. Brady Tkachuk with the goal scores the equalizer. And at the end of one, it is 1-1. And you're like, damn. This game is sort of going the same exact way it did in Montreal. USA builds into the game, takes the initiative after the first goal, scores the equalizer, and then to start the second period, early in the second period, before halfway through the game, Austin Matthews, again, a puck that rings around the back of the net. Again, Matthews takes a shot. It rebounds all the way back to Jake Sanderson. He sneaks his way in, slots it home. 1-2. Matthews with 2 assists in this game. 2 assists for the Leafs player at TD Garden. I mean, you'll like that if you're a Leafs fan, but you really want Canada to win, don't you? But 14 minutes into the second period, Mitch Marner says, "Gotcha, Austin. I'm going to show you how to assist and tie this game up." Mitch Marner passes it to Sam Bennett, who's on rushing the net, takes the shot over the shoulder of Connor Hellebuyck. Another beautiful close-in goal by Sam Bennett, the Stanley Cup champion, defending, might I add, puts Canada on his back, says, "I'll show you how to be champions," ties the game up. Sam Bennett, man, you know what? I like you now. You're a tough player. You're a tough player. You're greasy, and you got a greasy one. 2-2 at the end of 2. Sam Bennett with the equalizer on that end. Third period, no goals, but again, a back-and-forth game. Canada has a lot of the momentum in this third period, just like how the USA hemmed in Canada for most of overtime. Third period, Canada had a lot of momentum as the period went along. And you look like, man, they could score here. They could really win this game at the death, and they almost do a couple of times. But Hellebuyck stands strong. But Jordan Binnington at the other end, oh my God, that man stood tall. He knows how to win championships at TD Garden. He's done it before. And the way he played the rest of this game, third period, they showed it before the third period. Goals against, or goal differential going into the third period. Canada -5, USA plus. Canada had to tighten up to win this game. And over the last two periods, period and a half, third period overtime, they tightened up defensively. They may have got hemmed in overtime, but Jordan Binnington made save after save after save. Where are you now? People who questioned him, where are you now? Where are you now? Did he let in some easy ones throughout the tournament early on? Yeah, he did. He did. He did. Some he didn't. The two tonight, I don't blame on him. He did let in some easy ones, even in Montreal. But in the end, he knows how to finish a stretch, finish a tournament. He knows how to finish. Even if it was some of the chances, some of it was not the best, he still knows how to finish it off. And he stood in his head. He honestly turned the talk about him on its head, in my opinion. I don't care what you say. You'd be crazy not to ride with him if you played him all three regular group stage games. You'd be stupid not to ride with him. Aiden Hill's not a bad goalie, but you can't just put in your backup for the final. That's nuts. That's nuts. If he didn't play a group stage game, and you could say, well, he played better here, you can't do that. Jordan Binnington, they rode with him, ride or die, and he freaking rode. He rode. Yeah, he allowed 2 in this game, but I don't blame him for either one. I don't blame him for either one. Not tonight. Overtime. So, at the end of regulation, 2-2, no goals. Canada does have the momentum in the third period. Overtime, as I said, Canada got hemmed in. Canada got hemmed in by the U.S., and that's just the facts. They got hemmed in. The goal they scored to win this tournament was against the run of play, if I could borrow a term from football. Association football, not hand egg. Whether you want to say NFL or Canadian. I'm talking about association football. The goal they scored was against the run of play. The U.S. was hemming in Canada, and Jordan Binnington was making save after save after save, standing on his head. And then finally, they have a face-off, Canada, in the offensive zone. I'd say slightly win the face-off, but they get the puck. They cycle it around. Puck's passed to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner passes it to the center of the ice as Connor McDavid sneaks into the center of the ice. He has open space. You can't leave him that open. And what does he do? Bangs it home. Laser past Connor Hellebuck. 8:18 into overtime. And it's 3-2. You can't leave him that open. They gave him too much space. He had room, had time. One-timer laser. Banger past Hellebuck. 3-2. Final in overtime. Canada have won the Four Nations face-off. Connor McDavid, he scored in Montreal to open the scoring against the USA. Did he show up that much in this tournament compared to McKinnon or Crosby or Marner? No, but in the end, the man who was denied, heartbreakingly, a Stanley Cup 10 months ago, 9 months ago, in a Game 7 atmosphere, in overtime, wins the Four Nations face-off. The golden goal for Connor McDavid. Finally wins an NHL trophy. Because this was NHL ran tournament, not IHHF. So, again, you do with that what you will. But he won a trophy. He won a trophy. He won a cup. And he did it by putting Canada on his back. You can't give Connor McDavid that much time. You can't. But Mitch Marner with the amazing pinpoint assist. Mitch Marner had a game tonight. This man, and I will say this right now if I didn't say it when I covered those Leafs games in January. Mitch Marner has had such a great season. He's learned how to play in playoff level hockey. He scored the goal to put Canada here. In the end, he did. Overtime against Sweden. He scored 2 assists. The tying goal, the winning goal. He knows how to play playoff style hockey. He beat the demons of TD Garden. And the season he's had for the Leafs, he is no longer the scapegoat. Mitch Marner, this is the way I want to see him play. As I've said, I've wanted to see him play like Max Domi. I know he can. And he's went to the net. He's been tough. He knows how to be more physical. He knows how to play the puck forward and get assists when it's tight. And he did it. That's the Mitch Marner I've been waiting to see for years this season. And if he keeps playing like this when it matters, well, damn it. What a place to test it before April. He knows how to play playoff hockey. He does know now. And you love to see it. If you're a Leafs fan, you love to see it. Canada fan, well, tonight you love to see it. I don't know about after, but tonight, during the tournament, you love to see it. But Mitch Marner, I will admit, this man has been born again hard. I hope Mitch Marner doesn't go back to his Peter Pan ways in April. It's good you did it now. It's good you did it now. But do it in April. Man of the match, Mitch Marner. 2 assists. Game-winning assist. The 2 goals that got Canada this trophy would not have happened without him. Let's just be real. What heads-up play from Mitch Marner? What heads-up play? Man, he finally proved me wrong. He finally proved me wrong. No longer the scapegoat, just the guy. And Austin Matthews, I thought he had a good game. He did show up. 2 assists as well. If we could get 2 assists from each of the guys, Matthews and Marner, as a Leafs fan during the playoffs, they're winning games. They're winning more than they don't. They're winning more than they don't. If that's their bad nights, if they learn from this, which is the big thing I care about now that Canada's won the trophy, I care about that Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews have learned how to play in the playoffs. And to me, throughout this whole tournament, I think they have. I think they have. So, that's what matters now. Canada won the trophy, great. I celebrate it now. I'll wake up tomorrow, be like, that was good. Let's focus on NHL because we still got a little bit of the season left. Regular season, then we got the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the Leafs will be there. We focus on that. Let's not forget, we got some more hockey to talk about as time goes on. Hopefully, it makes things a bit hard to decide on what we do on this channel over the next 2 months. Well, not the next 2 months, but once we get to April. I want the Leafs to make it tough. I want the Leafs to make it tough to decide the schedule. I really do. I really do. It's because that means they went deep. Not just knocked out after the first 2 rounds. So with that being said, let's go Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, baby. They won the Four Nations face-off 3-2. What a game. Back to front, punch for punch, but they won the game. They won when it mattered. I finally saw a team wearing a maple leaf on the center of their sweater win when it mattered at TD Garden. I can't believe I finally saw it, but I saw it. It's awesome. It feels good. Not the way I expected it, but it feels good. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Saturday. Friday, we're off. I will see you Saturday for a live watch-along and review of DC United versus Toronto FC. MLS is back, baby. Let's go. Sunday, live and review of Portland Timbers versus Vancouver Whitecaps. I think it's in Portland. Either way, Portland, Vancouver, Domingo Futbolero, live RSR. We got MLS is back this weekend. Let's go. Friday, we're off. Let's celebrate and let's have some fun. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Let's go.